game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. To throw his car. He's got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up
defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Brady on the bootleg. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Your Raiders 7, Buccaneers nothing.
From the 27, Carr. His throw incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That's good.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This out wide to Boyd. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Carr, quick throw. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
On the carry.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Fournette on the counter. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, that's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Buccaneers.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Midfield, here's Brady. He's got Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. That's complete right around the 8.
Brady's pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. His surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. No one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That second down play nets a -4. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Brady to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big game.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. Yeah, baby. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51, and you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Next they score Raiders 17. Buccaneers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's out to his running back, Fournette. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A throw, but incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He'll fire deep for Rager. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lv Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Lamar on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Raiders 24. Buccaneers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position past the 40-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He finds his target. It's Owens. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He completes it to Evans. Brady 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Brady again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to number 13.
Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. Gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Brings up
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Vegas.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now they'll throw with Carr. They'll roll him out right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Cyrus Jones on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Steps away to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed him. Miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Carr going to throw here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Carr to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Back to throw. Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
The Raiders
trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Battle for it, and it's intercepted. The rookie David Arnett picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Carr going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schilber.
As much football as we watch, We've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Mike Evans.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Brady. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
First down, Buccaneers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Las Vegas, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick